You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Days of Our Lives fans, I've got your 2-week spoilers for November 10th through the 21st. We're going to talk about Lani confronting somebody and Kristen being kidnapped. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following, hit that subscribe button. Let's jump right in. A lot to talk about. The big gala is this week. Lots of guest stars back. Monday, November 10th, we've got Chad and Jennifer up at the hospital, very worried about little Thomas, who ran into traffic and seems to have been struck by a car. Jennifer tells Kayla how worried she is. And of course, Thomas freaked out when he saw his dad, Chad, hugging Kat and thought it was romantic. It wasn't at all. He didn't even look for cars. And so Jennifer is worried that more incidences like this are possible. Mike Horton does some bonding with Chad, so maybe he's up at the hospital. He is back for the gala, and Mike is going to be in 2 episodes, I'm guessing Monday and also Thursday. Tate and Holly are working on a project of cataloging Horton family history on video. They've got Marie Horton and Julie Williams telling stories for the video camera. Marie is back in Salem for the gala, and she will be seen on 2 episodes. Jeremy is pushing on Julie and Marie to really expose some Horton family secrets. He wants the dirt to come out, and I wonder if Jeremy wants to hear, bad things so he won't feel like the worst of the Hortons, because Stephanie has reminded him that he is one of the worst Hortons. Tuesday, November 11th, we've got Sami surprising everybody with her return to Salem, and she's got a ring on that finger, y'all. She is engaged. Her twin brother Eric is also back this week. Both Greg Vaughn and Alison Sweeney as Eric and Sami are going to be in 3 episodes. Maggie spends time reminiscing with Julie now that a lot of mutual old friends and family are back in town. Philip opens up to Lucas, and of course, Philip's dating Gabby, and Lucas may be dating someone special too. Both Philip and Lucas know what it's like to date somebody that their mom, Kate Roberts, cannot stand, and I wonder if we'll get a hint or if Lucas might tell Philip that he's Sammy's fiance. We're waiting to find out who put that ring on her. EJ comforts Kat, who is upset that this terrible thing happened to Thomas, and she knows that part of that was because Chad was hugging her. And Kat's also really upset about her mom's early dementia diagnosis. Jennifer threatens Chad on Tuesday, and I wonder if she says she will go for custody if she needs to after this terrible accident. Both Thomas and Jennifer misread the situation. Chad was truly on his way to the office as he told them he was, and just happened to run into Kat, who was in a state of distress. I mean, Chad's not a callous guy. He wasn't going to just ignore somebody and their feelings when they were devastated. That's not who Chad is. But Jen won't care, and Thomas sure doesn't care. On Wednesday, November 12th, we've got Sami thrilled to host a baby shower for little Trey and his new adoptive parents, Chanel and Johnny. Also this week, Will runs into his mom, Sami, at the pub, sees the ring and asks if she's engaged, and she nods. Chandler Massey is back as Will Horton for 2 episodes for the gala, and I wonder if his parents are getting back together. I don't know if that would make him happy or just worried, because Lucas did kidnap Sami not that long ago. Marlena finds her day overwhelming, and she may have another fainting spell. I wonder if she's being drugged or poisoned for some nefarious reason. They've been running tests, but I don't think they ran tests looking for stuff like that. Lani and Abe talk about life and what is going on with Theo. And we have Lani telling Abe that there must be a reason her brother Theo feels that he can open up to Paulina, but not to Abe. And maybe he needs to ruminate on that. Plus, Rafe uncovers something disturbing on Wednesday, and it could be about the EJ case and the shady lab. Thursday, November 13th, Marlena and Will share a very sweet moment. They've always been so close. I mean, he even came out to Marlena before he did to anybody else. So Will may be checking in on Marlena to see how she's handling life without Grandpa John. Sami runs into EJ. Now, she might chew him out for his fling with Belle, or Sami might mock him for losing Belle and managing to screw up that relationship. I also bet Sami has some things to say to EJ about nearly messing up Johnny's adoption hopes. Leo and Kat are working against each other, but unknowingly. She may need to keep people away from the clinic and the lab while she continues her investigation, but Leo's asking a lot of nosy questions. Gwen is on edge because she's got a new assignment, a secret mission, and this may be related to the Getting Leo Out of Salem project, or it may have something to do with what happens to Kristen by the end of this week. Also on Thursday, the Tom Horton Free Clinic Gala begins. Jennifer hosts and makes a passionate speech about the importance of the hospital and says opening the free clinic makes sure her grandfather's legacy continues. On Friday, November 14th, we've got Maggie giving Sarah an update about Xander, and it may be about him and Philip being in lockstep. So they can't send Xander to jail because A, it would take Philip down for the fraud, plus he is refusing to testify against his brother Xander. So there's really nothing they can do because there's no other proof that Xander attacked him. Eli has some questions for EJ, maybe about Theo, maybe about other things. Jack reassures Jennifer she is very worried about Thomas, and I do wonder how badly the kid is injured. And we've got more of the gala on Friday. Ariana is there on her dad Will's arm. Also, Kat's going to be there. She's looking very slinky for the gala and strangely walking around carrying her Wuthering Heights book with her. Also this week, Kristen's kidnapped. Looks like she was snatched out of Statesville. She's still in her prison blues, wanting to know what the heck's going on. And I wonder if Gwen took her or somebody much worse. So back this week, we've got Marie, Mike, Sami, Lucas, Lani, Eli, and Will, Julie's brother, Steven, and also Eric. Steven is only back for one episode. We're also going to have Paul Narita and Andrew Donovan for a couple of episodes. And the bequest from John Black to the hospital is going to be highlighted during the gala. The week of November 17th through the 21st, Kristen's kidnapper should be revealed. Our leaker says Sarah may also soon be snatched. Javi may need to rescue Leo if indeed Rita or Gwen are ordered to get him out of the way. The Wuthering Heights connection between EJ and Kat may soon be revealed. We also may be seeing some sparks between EJ and Kat. And EJ's lab is up and running, ready for its first experiments. We know Versavix is going to be studied, but are they going to study it for nefarious reasons? And is that something that Dr. Green's going to be working on? Mark Green, Kat's brother. Chad could fall to pieces if Jennifer insists she's going to take Thomas back to Boston. And that does seem like the likely outcome because the role's been recast and we're not going to see Thomas supposedly until 2026. Rachel Black's bad behavior is worse after the Thomas incident. Maybe the stress of him nearly getting run over is going to bring more of those shooting memories up.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.